Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 50. So, last time we had the potential conclusion to the Veto fight that we've been watching for a while now. I don't know if it is. Seemingly, we had an awesome battle between, Asta, Finral, basically everybody came in, except for Yami, who was trapped. And Asta just pulled an awesome, believing in his team and everything, and believing in himself. He just wouldn't give up. It was really cool, really intense. I loved it. And then we had Yami, who got so pissed because he wanted to help out, and he was worried for his group because they were, Veto was channeling some kind of power that it did not seem like they could handle, and he managed to break out of his prison with some dimensional slash he generated just out of pure willpower, and used that same slash in order to seemingly cut Veto in half. But we only saw like a line go through Veto. I don't know if he's actually like cut in half and dead or what's gonna happen. So I'm looking forward to this episode, even if it is just an aftermath of all the things. So let's get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yes, the typical opening to Black Clover. We shall drink some water as we wait. I was so proud of myself. Like, my diet has been going good. I've lost a little over 20 pounds now, and, oh, I get to see it again. God, that just overhead slash. Oh, that was so badass. But yeah, I've lost a little over 20 pounds, and I actually sat in my nephew's computer chair today, which used to be one of my old ones that I just bought but wasn't able to fit in, so he ended up taking it. And I was actually able to fit in it. I've lost enough weight that I can fit in it again. Yep, and then oh yummy. Hey, dumbasses, you good? Ugh. Yeah, it looked like he was cut in half, but I guess we'll see. Damn. Oh, okay, so he's still in one piece. He didn't fall into two pieces at least, or it was censored. Jeez. Sounds like a gash going right down the. Oh. So is he really dead? I mean, Yami seems confident he is, but we see main characters be confident that they, killed someone all the time, and then they're like, oh, he's still alive? Guess who's back? Oh. The title of the episode, I saw it. End of battle, the end of despair. Spoiler titles. I kind of expect him to be down now. I feel like it would lessen the impact of like Asta and Yami's attacks last episode if Yami just stood up after that, but I actually got chills a little bit seeing them all like channeling through all the members and stuff. It's a cool shot. Guy. Alright. Everyone watching is just like, Jesus. Jesus. Who do you think you're talking to? Maybe later. You were surprisingly useful for once. Who are you again? Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming. Well, aren't you guys fluffy? They still have so much energy after all that. Still talking about the game. Oh, there we go. Give us the damn gemstone so we can go home. Yeah. Oh my god. Huh? Yeah, he did say that. Oh my god. Oh, the bird found it again. He didn't even know it existed. Yeah, sure, take it. There's something up with those birds, isn't there? I feel like there's gotta be in the future, I don't know. Or it's just a gag that they're doing, but birds are always able to, like, find those crazy magic stones and shit. Oh. Oh! I was gonna say, Asta didn't do the thingy. Yeah. Oh boy. Are we gonna get to see the bad guys? Licked, right? Oh, so they already know, damn. They're missing two? I didn't look right away. There might have been one of the ones near the bottom, but I saw two holes at least, which means the one there and the one that the Black Bulls have, right? That they got a while ago. She's just always in her underwear. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a interesting thing they're hooked up to. It's like a magical IV plant thing. Yeah. Oh, all the praises. Where's Asta and Noel? That goes hot. That one's great too. Oh. But can she not talk at all? Using her magic to project her voice, I guess? It doesn't look like Kyoto's getting his leg back either. It looks like it's just... Alright. Okay, so it's not like a permanent diagnosis yet. She's hoping it'll come back. Kyato, on the other hand, it doesn't look like they reattached his legs, so he's just gonna need a prosthetic or something if they have those in this world. Oh, cool. What was he looking at? Why did he look at her like that? And then it like zoomed in on her weirdly. Oh, he's in love. Yup. Hmm. He talked about his leg getting healed up. Is it actually gonna get healed? I don't know. Who knows with magic in this world? I suppose. Maybe we'll see them again in the future and we'll find out. Over here. Just left a cigarette at his feet. Right, a burial kind of thing for him. Hmm. Almost got swallowed. Hmm. Do some flowers too. Yeah, I mean, they're not just straight up murderers, you know? They did what they had to, but. Hmm. Everybody's fighting for something. Hmm. Interesting. I mean, he's probably right due to the little bit we've seen of his past, but I'm gonna clean my glasses real fast, but I will still be watching. Yeah, keep chasing your dreams. Oh, damn! Both his arms are broken, and he was still like fighting up until the end. That's a bit insane. Unless they got broken in the attack. Flashing back to this. When they both made their declaration of becoming the Wizard King. Yep. Yeah. That's a cool shot. We probably saw it before, but just the shot of their fist connecting with the Wizard King, the first Wizard King in the background behind it. I don't even know that Yuno is ahead of him. I mean, Yuno's strong, and I'm sure he's gotten stronger in this time that has passed, but Asta went crazy this episode. Or this arc. Oh, they're leaving? Maybe? Or they're eating. Everyone's just still yelling thank you. I wonder if Gray just hasn't recovered enough to hide her identity again. Or if she just decided not to now that everyone knows. Whoa! She can trap people like that. Yeah. Is it? She doesn't even know. Oh. Is that a prosthetic? Alright, so he's been here, so that means he can just warp out, right? That makes things easy. Thank you for the yummy meal. She's singing a little bit. Aww. Oh, they're all gonna sing. Man, that almost got me a little emotional there with just hearing that like weak voice, you know? That always like kills me whenever you like I mean, I know she's not dying, but especially when someone's like dying and you hear their like weak raspy voice and stuff, like that kind of shit gets me. Yeah. All right. And they're gone. Cool. That was a good little farewell. Oh wow. That was actually a very fast episode, it felt like. Interesting. I was into it. This is a new ending too. We get a new ending just for the end of this arc. That's kind of cool. Is this the same song as before? I think it might be at least the same song, but just new visuals from throughout the, Oh, that was an awesome moment. When he deflected that shit. Oh. Yeah, I remember this part. This is the same song. Yep, when she mastered that power, seeing all her friends. Oh, alright. That is it for episode 50, guys, and that is it for this underwater temple arc. I don't know if that's the name of it, but that's what I'm calling it. Yeah, that was a really fun arc. Like we got a badass fight. we got to meet a couple new cool characters, even though they did get wounded in the battle pretty severely. Yeah, you guys will have to let me know. Maybe in the manga they explain it a little better or something. But does Kiato have a prosthetic? I mean, we saw him and it was just a stump, right? And then like it hasn't been that long and he has a leg there. So my guess would have to be a prosthetic or some like really good magic. But I also think, granted, he had a shoe on, so who knows? But I think when he put his foot down, it almost sounded like a wooden step kind of sound too. In that scene, I was like listening to that as well. So I think it is a prosthetic. That's what I'm leaning towards. So, but, but yeah, she's already starting to get like Kahono's starting to get her voice back a little bit, so that's good. I have faith that she'll be able to recover her voice, especially if she's able to do that much. I mean, obviously it could be permanently damaged where that's like the most she could ever do, but I believe that the rest will heal in time. But I think for Kyoto, what he was saying when he was saying I need to heal up and get back to dancing, I think what he probably meant with the words that he said was get used to like the prosthetic. When he said like need to get my leg back and get used to it or whatever. Um he could very well mean like just getting the prosthetic and getting used to dancing with that. But anyway. Yeah. The I like how they had not much, but they paid a little bit of respect to their enemy after because he straight up died. This might have been the first time that at least Asta was involved with attacking people where the people that he was attacking ended up dead, right? I think everybody in the show so far has lived. So I think that's just kind of a cool thing that shows like a good humanity side, because they could have easily just left him. But we had Yami who made his little mound and put a cigarette in it and then was sitting there praying over the body and covered it as well, which is just a sign of respect. As well as Asta showing up with the flowers and everything too. So I thought that was really neat. But yeah, Veto's just dead. And the bad guys know about it. They're gonna be seeking vengeance, so probably gonna be even more brutal the fights to come. I'm curious how epic the other fights would be. Like, I don't know if we're gonna be taking care of like the other two of the Third Eye, like one by one like that. But the thing is whenever you have a powerhouse like Veto, I feel like those are always the best fights, because it allows us to be able to get a lot of hits off on him while he still, like, he took that hit from Noelle and regenerated. Like, I don't know that the other two are going to have that ability, which means it's going to come down to getting, like, one good hit in, usually. And I don't think it's going to be, like, as epic of a scale where you just see Asta, like, flinging around and getting, like, nicks on him and stuff. Because usually those awesome fights are involved when you have like the big bruiser type enemy, and not so much when you have like that girl with like the fire attacks and salamander. But she's also like kind of a healer in some regard too. Obviously she has good offense and stuff, but I guess who knows what the show can do. But I've never, like, when someone's flinging magic attacks like that, and that's their, like, big strength, I've never known that to be the most, like, epic of battles. Whereas when they're going, like, hand-to-hand, it can get really awesome. But we'll see. Maybe the show will surprise me, and those will be more epic than this. I would love that, so... But yeah, Veto's done, and there's two left, and Licht is healing up as well, so... and then they also lost the stone to the Black Bulls, but now the Black Bulls have two of them, and I don't know if I can find the spot where it Okay, this is where it went over to the bad guys. Yeah, okay, so looking at this thing while it pans up, I think... Yeah, there are only two missing, which means the Black Bulls have the last two that these guys are looking for. Um, Although, I don't think the Black Bulls know it. They know they have the one, right? The first one they got, the bird just carried it back to their place with them. I don't think they're aware that that's one of the magic stones they're looking for. I could be wrong. Maybe they saw it when they were back at, headquarters. They saw the bird had it and they were like, oh, what's this? And they saved it. And now that they know these guys are looking for these stones, they're like, oh, this must be one of them. But it's also possible that they have no idea that they have the second one. Now, I wonder if they're going to hand over that magic stone to, like, the Wizard King so it can go into, like, some kind of, like, protected place, which would probably be the best case scenario, because that means the Black Bulls wouldn't be holding on to both, because as it is right now, the Eye of the Midnight Sun could just make an all-out assault on the Black Bulls as soon as they make it back while everyone's still healing and everything, and steal both of them. And then they'd assumingly be done unless they need more things. But at least they'd be done with the magic stones that they need. I'm still holding on to my theory that I think... I've said it many times in many other episodes, I think they are going to end up somehow getting these magic stones. I think I thought they were gonna get it here, but they didn't. So that took me by a good surprise. But I still don't think they tease whatever that thing is since like the beginning of the show almost, of them collecting these stones for their purpose. At one point, they said their purpose was to collect all the stones, which would then allow them to awaken their like true power or something. But there was another point where they said it was to bring their master back. Like, that was a way long ago when they talked about, like, bringing their master back. And I suppose they could mean, like, Licht in his true form of having, like, all of his power returned to him, could be what they mean by having their master back. But I kind of thought it was going to be, like, some big bad guy, returning into this world once they had all the stones, so... I don't know. Like I said, I think that's going to be something we see happen, though. I think they're going to somehow get both the stones back. Black Bulls are going to take an L, and we're going to see whatever happens when they activate that stone thing, and then our characters are just going to have to adapt and deal with it, and fight through the results. And obviously, I think the good guys are going to win in the end, because that's typically how things go. But I definitely think it's going to get worse before it gets better at this point, so we'll see. But I liked the farewell from everyone. Everyone was very happy and, grateful, which is always good. It always stinks whenever you have the people with the attitude of like, oh yeah, it's your job to protect this country, so... it's not a big deal that you saved us, it's what you had to do anyway, And sometimes in shows, people will have that, like, bad attitude and stuff like that. But I like this one. It was all very wholesome. The people in the underwater temple seemed very nice. It was a very emotional moment when Kahono started singing, and then everyone started singing with her, but it was also an awesome moment as well, so that was cool. But yeah, I think this might be close to one of the most epic fights we've had. I think it might be. Like, the one with Licht in that underground place where all those kids were getting taken and stuff was a pretty awesome fight, too. We got to see a lot more of Yami in, like, action, whereas here, Yami just did, like, a big attack and one-shot the guy, essentially, But seeing the whole fight with Asta and Finral and Vanessa all working together, and then when everyone else came in and, threw some distractions out as well, it was just really cool and epic, and, it got me those tingles that I so much enjoy when I'm watching a fight. If you can get me to, like, have those, like, chills and stuff, that's a good sign that I'm really enjoying myself. Which I have had that before in previous fights, but I think this was the most epic, and I'm looking forward to where where the story progresses from here. And that's one great thing about Black Clover. They have a lot of silly episodes, and some of them you could consider them to be, fillery, but usually they at least have one aspect to them that is important. Like even the in-between episodes, in-between arcs, usually like it's that time where we discovered the traitor. That was kind of an in-between sort of thing. And even before that, we had like the promotion of, I think it was right before that we had the promotion, finding out the new ranks for some of the people that were involved in the previous incident and stuff like that, and getting their new ranks and everything. And I still feel like that's pretty important to throw out there and to learn, even though that whole episode was filled with them like goofing off in the Black Bull's mansion and stuff like that. I just think that kind of stuff is fine, Whereas, no offense to Boruto, I like Boruto as a show, but they'll do an arc, they'll do like a 10 episode arc, and then they'll do 30 episodes of filler, like with filler arcs and stuff, even though those arcs have meaning too, they're just not part of like the main story. And then they'll do another 10 episode arc and then another 30 episodes of filler again, and sometimes it feels a little bit much, and I wish Boruto kind of had a similar aspect of Black Clover where we just keep going, like sure, we had, this Aftermath episode, which was very much needed. I'm sure we're going to go back to the Black Bull's mansion next episode, and, maybe we're going to find out if they get any stars for this mission, maybe talk to the Wizard King, and, or maybe get some promotions or something, we'll see, for this crazy battle that went down. But that's the kind of stuff that I do want to see, and then I wouldn't be surprised if within, the next episode or the episode after, if we're getting into another arc that has to do with the Eye of the Midnight Sun, something plot relevant, which is really cool. That's what I really love about Black Clover, is we just keep moving forward. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see the next couple episodes ahead right now. You can also see my Patreon exclusives on there, where I'm watching Soul Eater and watching, I guess at this point, Queen's Gambit will be new on there, as well as the rest of Umbrella Academy will still be on there until it makes its way to YouTube, which will start coming out weekly. Either the first episode might already be out or be coming out very soon. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.